Greetings from the year 2023. The song is from 1999 or 8 or some shit. We're cleaning a big ass bumper. It's for a Range Rover P38. I'll show you this bumper, right? So this is a bumper for a P38 Range Rover I made a couple of years ago. But I put a receiver mount into it. But I had the winch I had at the time was like 2 ton. The one I'm getting now is like 6 ton, something like that. So I didn't have that in mind. Also, this bolt was located back here, so I needed to shorten this a little bit and get the bolt central so it would work on the Range Rover. Right, so in order to do that, I'm going to create a lot of warpage by welding this back in, right? It's definitely going to flex, it's going to heat, it's going to pull it this way or that. So I have braced the almighty heck out of it. This is 50 by 50 by 5 box, it's really heavy. And then I've got these nice big thick bits on the wings, and then further braces inside there, they're for ramming people off the road. This, like these, I'll cut all this away, and these outer ones way back here will remain. It's for smashing cars to the side. There's the Range Rover there, and the outer skin is the bumper, and then all of this. I had to cut out a middle section here and weld in this receiver hitch. I had to cut it out. It was already welded in. I had to cut it out and put it back in a different position. So that required a lot of heat right out of the middle of this entire effort, which means it's going to warp, right? So I built this elaborate frame, which I'm going to show you now. The main body of the frame is this 50 by 50 by 5 thick wall, heavy box material. And then I've got these 10 by 80 and 10 by 120 flat bar at either side, welded to there and there, there and there. So this central spar here is keeping it all together. And then various other bits of steel welded in to keep this plate flat in both this plane and that plane. So yeah, it went pretty well. It went pretty well. So I'll cut it out of the brace tomorrow and it'll move, but we'll see how much it moves. That's it. Have a nice morning. Bye. Greetings. So what I decided to do was to make a video whilst welding the bumper. Because, why? Because it's an interesting fucking object. Is why. And, yeah, it's an unusual thing to get to do. So I said I'd document it. You're probably going to find this a very long and boring video. For sure, anyway. So this receiver mount here was down about another inch, somewhere around there. So I lifted up a bit. And it was a lot of effort to do just that, but it'll improve my approach angle. And then when this is done, I'll work on the winch mount with my dream bumper as such. So what happened here last night is I welded all this. I welded a new piece in here. And then I took it back today with the grinder. I had to take the cover off the grinder, the shield, to get in here and do this. I did it in the daylight so I wouldn't go down too deep. I may have gone down a tiny bit here. Hard to pick up these glasses, I'd say. So when I grounded it back, I found that I've got these remaining scars, so I'm going to weld these in basically. You can see my extensive bracing, and it's braced many times. It's all clung, it's all locked together so it doesn't flex. And when I cut it open, it's going to pop. We'll just see what way it pops. Now I'll start from the top. I don't care about all these. Now these glasses have no they've got no safety lens in. I got I got a slag chip into the eye last night. Which wasn't fun. See there, it's recessed. See it? Arc. Arc is the most awesome. It operates underneath the surface. Come on. So I'm going to flip down the helmet whenever I'm using the chipping hammer so I don't get slag into the eye. Because believe me, that wasn't fun. So the idea would be well grind, well grind, well grind. That kind of thing. See the recess there again? You see, it's very hard to avoid putting heat into it. Like, don't really want to be putting that much fucking heat in. But it's unavoidable. Come on. Out of there. The rods love that when you burn them down to the very last. They're very happy about it. They give and give right at the end. Look at this now, slag holes. It's interesting. That slag has to manifest itself somehow, so it will come to the surface. There's no fixing it. Da 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 da. Now, I'm gonna grind it back. I see a fucking problem there already. Look at it. You bastard, you. Do you around it. Right, time to grind. Now I can't wear the glasses for that, so I'll come back when I have it ground. Talk to you in a bit. Yeah. Okay, so I ground that back with the grinder. I had to take off the guard. I would never normally use a grinder like this. I would always have a guard on, and the guard is going straight back on it. But for this particular job, I had to do that. So you can see, like, I was able to get, you know, in around. Right, that's it. Okay. Paint is looking great. This is where I hit a rock down in West Cork. This is where it melted and I tried to take it off with the wire brush. Bit messy. I welded another bolt in at the back of that. So there's about an inch of thread in total. There's thread here and there's thread at the back face as well. There's actually a gap between this plate and the main beam. Hello YouTube. So this is the view when you walk into the shed. I'll edit this video so it's not so long. So what I've been doing is I use filler to fill in some of the, well, there's no examples to show you anymore really. Small imperfections, like let's say this thing here, right? Or this thing here, or this thing here. Or this, or this, or this. Or here. Or you can see the line here, right? That's a good example, right? So this is all welded, but I didn't get every single spot because it would have taken forever. At some point you're chasing your tail. So rather than do that, I just left some of the bits and I filled them in with filler. I mean, what, are you going to knock me for it? I certainly don't knock myself. I mean, look what I made. I'm kind of amazed that I was able to do this, to be honest. I'm very lucky. So I got to finish this now. I'm going to smooth it all out. And that's what I said I would throw in the glasses for, because the more time, well, I'm going to put this on YouTube and I can watch it later. You see the detail here. The other side is probably not the same. It approximates it. It's pretty close. It's not perfect. Again, I don't really care. I welded these bits in, but I have to do another strengthening bar from here to here. Yaroslav, look, I put rust converter in there because it was getting rusty, man. So yeah, so rust converter there, inside there, the back. It's traveller steel over there, the two wings. These two sections here, it was a channel that I got off a trailer that I bought off the Travellers. And I welded in these reinforcements. Not the nicest welds down here, but anyway, they're strong. It'll be fine. Here as well. Yeah. I relocated this hole also. It was further down here. Actually, the hole didn't exist. So I shortened the receiver hitch and brought it more towards the front so I could easily send a pin down through it from above. Now, sorry to people who don't like techno, but the YouTube algorithm will not pick up this song, whereas they would have picked up the last song, because there was vocals in it, and I'm not taking the chance. Because my video will sit there then, in a couple of years' time, when I don't have the original copy anymore, and it'll be useless. Oh yeah, so I need to bring these down on my face a bit. See the way it meets there. I have to stare at it, right, to understand what it is even. See some bits I missed out on here. I don't care though. See, I do care about this bit now, like, I do regard this as important. Getting this little curvature here right. I care about that. Yeah, I think I will. go now. Getting there. See, I can feel the slide. I still feel it. Can't feel, barely feel that now. That feels very good. I think I'll leave it at that. Neither am I so bothered about this bottom edge here because I kind of fucked it up already and I'm over it. I'm over it. That's not looking too bad now. With paint on it then, we're looking good, I think. Looking good. To take off the little edge or not? I don't think so, actually. I think I might leave it on. Now, I'll go to the other one because I only have a finite resource of energy, right? So, I'll do this one now because these are the hard bits. You see what I've done with this one? It's almost there. So this is all one plane here. That's nice. Like so. Because there's a part of the quick release mechanism. The bolt comes through there, so I need a bolt sitting there, so I gotta avoid the bolt. Another day, not today. It's all fucked up. I do not care. Six. That's what this is. It's on Garnier, F Communications. It was on some laboratoire mix or some shit like that. An age ago, a different world ago. It definitely is good music to do physical work to. Now, where are we? Talking shite. Talking shite to a camera. You can see what I filled there, right? You can't quite see it here. I'm not going to push too much harder on this though, because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We could leave that as is. I think so. I think I'll leave it exactly as is. This little cutie pie. Look at this one. There's no fixing it, like. Because it's all mangled. So what am I supposed to do with it? What am I trying to do with it? Leave it exactly as is. Look at it, it's all gnarly. Alright, so that's that one done. I like the texture of this thing. See all these? Probably a result of the milling process or something when it was formed. But it's got this kind of a scale to it. Oh, you can see it lovely there. You see that? I reckon the primer, if it's high build, which most of them probably are, will hide it. It wouldn't really bother me if it didn't. Not perfect, but you're not going to get it perfect. This thing's main purpose is so that I feel very safe driving down the road. Very safe. Not looking good is secondary. Primary purpose is so that I know I've got a bumper with like 10mm steel, and that's the story there. Oh yeah, because it can be violent out in the roads. I got attempted carjackings, so I went, right, I'm going to build a bumper. I'm going to build a bumper. So I spent a year doing that. About 4 years ago. Rah! Ooh! Alright, nearly finished now. Gonna work on these 4 curves because they're my favourite part of the bumper actually. Then I'm gonna clean it. But I won't bore you with that. Alright, 2023, not 23. I just want to do this one final bit, right? Rub your hand over it. It's lovely and smooth. Lovely and smooth. Like butter or silk. All smooth. 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 All right, bye.